This is a tale from a long, long time ago, when the Sinnoh region was still only a vast wilderness.
A new era on Rainman TV. We're dropping the Piplups Corner stuff. It's just going to be, we're going to group all of our videos like Legends Arceus together, BDSP together. I think we're even going to start including stuff on here like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Marvel. We're going to have a lot of fun on this channel. I got a lot of ideas for this channel. But let's get into Legends Arceus. I have found, scouring through the videos and the official artwork, over 170 Pokemon. That can be confirmed. It's awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm wanting to build a big channel here with a bunch of geeks just like me. But anyways, hit the notification bell so you know when all these videos come down. I'm trying to put these Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. I paused this past Monday because I was just burnt out from my daytime job. I did this on the side. But let's get into the video. We're going to start with the starters. We know that the starters are Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. So that's also going to include Dartrix and Decidueye, Quilava and Typhlosion, and Dewott and Samurott. Are there going to be Hisuian forms of those final evolutions? Who knows? We also know that from the first shot in both the trailers, you see Starly. We also know that in the second trailer, also Staravia was there in part of when they're introducing the Pokedex to you. So we also know that Staraptor has to be there. Also, we've seen both Bidoof and Bibarel in the same shot in the second trailer, right before the lightning crashes. We also know that both forms of Shellos and Gastrodon, both the EC and the West Sea forms, are going to be there. We only see the EC forms in the trailer of Gastrodon, but in the official artwork it shows both forms of Gastrodon and Shellos in there. Also, we know Stantler's in there somewhere, probably in a Hisuian form, maybe not, because Weirdeer, the new Pokemon, evolves from Stantler. We also know Hisuian Growl, because it was introduced in the video, is there. But is his evolution going to be Hisuian Arcanine, or is it going to be something totally different? We don't know as of now. We also know that Basculin's going to be here. Is it going to be in his Hisuian form or the regular form that we saw from Generation 5 Unova? No one knows. But we do know it evolves into Basculegion. We also saw Kricketot in the video, so it's a pretty safe assumption to say Krickettoon's going to be there as well, which is the evolved form. Weasel and Floatzel were both in the video in the second trailer, so we know they're there as well. We saw Turtwig, so Grotto and Torterra are most likely going to be there as well. We saw Yanma, so it's a good bet Yanmega will join Yanma. Furthermore, we saw Wurmple and Beautifly, so that means Silcoon's going to be there, but we have yet to see if Cascoon or Dustocker are going to join the party. And we've seen all the Shinx lines, Shinx, Luxio, and Luxray. We've seen all three of them in the videos. Furthermore, we've also seen with Gyarados there, there's always Magikarp, and in the promotional one of the promotional images for Legends Arceus, Magikarp is in it. There's also we've also seen Teddy Ursa and Ursaring in the videos. We know that Hisuian Braviary is there, so we also know that Rufflet has to be there. But is it a different form Rufflet, or is it the same Rufflet from Unova? We don't know. Drapion was one of the Pokemon in Fury Mode, and I think it was surrounded by some Scorpion. I really couldn't tell, but I know Scorpion has to be there if it's there. We saw Onix, so it's a pretty good bet Steelix will be there too. I don't know if it will or not. I'm not sure. We saw Snorunt and Glalie and Frostlass in the later part of the video, so all three. We saw Crow, the evolved form of Golbat, which is the evolved form of Zubat. We also saw Baneri in some of the shots, so I'm pretty sure Lopunny's going to be there as well. And in various images, leaked images and stuff like that, we've seen some blue colors of Rhydon and Rhyhorn. But with those two there, Rhyperior has to be, since it was a Generation 4 a Sinnoh Pokemon to begin with. We've seen Lucario, so it's a good bet Riolo is going to show up as well. Lucario was shown as one of the playable Pokemon. We've seen Clefairy and Clefable, and I'm going to go on a bet that since some of the baby Pokemon have shown up in the videos, the trailers, that Clef is going to join them as well. We've seen both Ponyta and Rapidash in the same clip on the video. We've also seen Tentacruel, so I'm pretty good bet where there's Tentacruel, there's Tentacool. We've seen Geodude and Graveler in a couple of these different things, so Golems can't be far behind in being shown up in the game. Also, we did see Golduck, and in some of the promotional pictures for it, there's been Psyducks in there as well. We've seen Bonsly, so it's a good bet that Sudowoodo's in the game. We've also seen Garchomp, which it should be here. It's a Sinnoh Pokemon. We've also seen Gible in some of the images tripping around in the snowy area, so it's a good bet, but Gabite's going to join them as well. We've also seen Vulpix. It was used as one of the players' Pokemon as they went to get themselves a Hillsweet and Growlithe. So it's a good bet that Ninetales is going to be there too. I don't know if the evolution stones are going to be there, but we'll see. There's still a lot more information they could pass along to us in the future. We've also seen both Probopass and Nosepass in the same scene, because you're diving out of the way of a Probopass and there's some Nosepass behind you. So we know they're there. Honchkrow was shown, so that's a pretty good bet. Murkrow is going to be there as well. We've seen the other two starters, Piplup and Chimchar. I'm sure their evolutions are going to be there as well, being Prinplup and Napoleon and Monferno and Infernape. We've seen Ambipom, so I'm pretty sure that Apom is going to show up as well. Ambipom is a Generation 4 evolution of the Generation 2 Pokemon. We've seen Magneton. I see no reason why Magnemite and Magnezone ain't going to be there. They're going to show Magneton, which was a surprise to me because it's set back in a time that's not highly industrialized, and Magneton and Magnezone are considered man-made Pokemon. So it was strange just to see him there in the first place. We've seen Mr. Mime. So there's a real good possibility Mime Jr. is there. Now, are we also going to see the other form of Mr. Mime as well as its evolution, Mr. Rhyme? I don't know. It would be interesting if it did. We saw Machoke, so Machoke evolves from Machop, so both those have to be in the game, which means there's a good bet Machamp will be in the game as well. We've seen Carnivine. Okay, can you read my own handwriting? I've got a list of them right here. Oh, yeah. We've seen Purugly as well. When I listed these down, I listed them down as where they showed up in the videos, between the two videos and the swing map and artwork through the site. We've seen Purugly, so there's a good bet Glameow is in there as well. We've seen Chatot. Chatot doesn't evolve. Or does it? We don't know. We've seen Pachirisu and a few things. We've seen Magmortar, which if Magmortar is there, you're going to have Magmar and you're going to have Magby. That's just the evolutionary line. We've seen Toxicroak and Krogunk in the same scene. They're in the scene with Stunky and Skuntank, and Onix was in that same scene as well. We've also seen Tangrowth, which means Tangela has to be there. We've seen Bronzor, so there's no reason. Actually, if you look in the far distance of the scene that Bronzor is in, very far distance, you will see a couple of Bronzong. We have seen Snover and Abomasnow. We've seen Spheal and Celio, so there's no reason Walreing's not there. We see both Munchlax and Snorlax in the same scene. Oh, I can't even read that. Okay. We've seen Ralts, we've seen a Gardevoir. We've not seen Gallade or Curlia, but I bet they're there. I almost guarantee they're there. We've seen a Pikachu at one point. It was a Pop and Miss It. It's in some of the artwork for the game. It's hell. I take that back. It's on the cover of the game. Pikachu's on the cover, so there's no reason that Piku and Raichu is not going to be there. But if they have Raichu, which Raichu is it? Is it going to be the normal Raichu, or is it going to be the Alolan form? I'd love it to be the Alolan form, to be honest. I like the Alolan form over the regular form. They're still both good. We've seen Heracross. We've seen... Wow, I really can't write. We've seen Swinub, we've seen Piloswine. There's no reason Mamoswine's not there. Mamoswine is a Sinnoh form to begin with. We've seen Abra. It sits in the back in the team, in the Galaxy team. I want to say Team Galactic for some reason. Excuse me if I do. If I call Team Galaxy, if I call the Galaxy Expedition team Team Galactic, it's just too coincidental. And if Abra's there, Kadabra and Alakazam can't be far behind. In one scene, we've seen both Chingling and Chimecho. I think that's on the site, because it might have just been a split-second thing in the video as well. Okay. We saw Badoo in one scene, so there's no reason that Roselia and Roserade won't be there. Of course, Arceus is going to be in the game. In some of the artwork, they have Miss Magius, so there's no reason that Miss Drevis is not going to be there. Also, in some of the artwork is Combee, so Vespiquen's going to be there. That in that same piece of artwork, there's Mantike and Mantine, which we've not seen these in the video show up yet. Stupid computer. We've seen in some of the artwork there's also Finian and Luminion. There's two others. I just can't seem to read my own handwriting because I wrote this really fast. I can't read that. But what other Pokemon are we going to see there? What I've gone over is about 170 Pokemon. Will the Reggies be there? We don't know yet. It wouldn't surprise me if they were, because they're part of the lore. We've not even... Or Darkrai, Manaphy, Fion, Shaman. All Pokemon from the Sinnoh region. But were they there in the past? Or were they more recent Pokemon? We just don't know. From the videos and the artwork they've given out, they've already given us probably what looks to be about half of the Pokedex that we have to flag down. And what else have they not shown us? I'm sure in September and November and December we will get some good looks at some updates on Legends Arceus. I can't wait. I've got more ideas for videos for this series. But until then, check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at BDRainey, RAINEY 2031. And as always, y'all stay safe out there and have a good one, folks. Bye.